Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Muv-Luv Alternative. This particular video is going to be a lot different just because nearing the last half of this episode, I'm going to have to edit some things just because I'm not so certain if I can even show it, you know? And by the time you get to a particular point near the end, you'll understand why. So if it feels as if you don't understand what happens, I'm pretty sure you will. And you'll understand why I edited it the way I did. So by the next ep, if we happen to skip a few things, I think you'll understand why. But outside of that, I like the first half, and I'm sure you all will too, just because it's all about confronting one another's feelings. So with that being said, guys, I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for our love and support, and let's do this.
随分とたくましくなったものだな。
I wish I could agree, but it seems like whenever push comes to shove, I still find ways to screw everything up. After what just happened with Sumika, I really can't take a compliment like that. Though it's probably wrong of me to bring that up when it has nothing to do with Lieutenant Tsukuyomi.
思い上がるな。以前と比してのことであって、貴様が全てを満たしたなどと見誤ったわけではないぞ。
Well, pardon me.
結構、精神的にも成長したようだな。
Matured, huh? Maybe in some ways, but not where it matters most. I mean, I just let my personal reason for fighting slip between my fingers. Right after getting on my high horse and telling Maya she had to find one of her own, of course. That's right, Maya! I have to tell her about Maya! By the way, I wanted to talk about the request you made to me before the operation.
なんだ?
Well, I think I can safely say that Maya will be just fine from now on. She told me that she finally feels like she's in a position where she can fight in her own battles now. But she also said that her main reason for fighting hasn't changed in the slightest. By that, she meant that she'd still fight in the name of the Shogun and her fellow countrymen. I'm sure Lieutenant Tsukuyomi understands that. And now, she's focusing on finding something she never had before. A more personal reason to fight. She said that would be more than enough to keep her going.
そうか。
So I don't think you have anything to worry about. And for the record, she's been my guiding light for a long time, so I'm gonna do anything I can to help her when she needs it. I've always been counting on her to help me out, so I think it's high time I repaid the favor.
尊い存在か。
That's right. Whenever I lose my way, she's the one who's always there to steer me back on course. Even if her guidance sometimes comes in the form of a smack upside the head. Right now, I want to do everything in my power to grow, so she can see me the same way. I don't want to stand in her shadow forever.
そうか。
That's probably what was worrying her the most. She looks so much more relieved now. I really should have told her all of this sooner.
そういえば、貴様はここに何をしに来たんだ?
Huh? Oh, I just had some stuff on my mind, so I was hoping the captain could give me some advice.
バカ者。上官たちが安心して眠れるように心遣うのが貴様が本来すべきことであろう。
Ah, she got plenty of time for that, come on. Hey, she told me I should come here if I needed to talk, so I think it's fine.
そうか。
Besides, Sergeant Jinguji's here too. I was planning to ask both of them to help me out.
そうか。そうであったな。神宮寺軍曹もここに眠っているのであったな。
Yeah, it is.
すまなかった。私が邪魔をしてしまっていたようだ。早々に退散するとしよう。
It's fine. I'm glad we were able to talk before you had to leave. Is this really going to be the last time I see her? Maybe I should ask her to go see Maya. Thank you for stopping by. It means a lot that you take the time to come here and pay your respects and deliver Her Highness's regards as well. Next time you're in the capital, be sure to give her my thanks.
わかった。必ず。
I'd really appreciate it.
お互い生きていればまた会うこともあるだろう。
I hope so.
その日まで。さらばだ。
Take care, First Lieutenant. Give my regards to the Second Lieutenants as well.
わかった。伝えよう。白金少尉。 達者でな。
What was that? So long, Lieutenant Tsukuyomi. I didn't like that. That made it seem like I may never see her again. I'm sure what she really wanted to say was take care of Maya. But now that Maya's found their own way, she felt like it wasn't her place, so she didn't. Damn it, that was so stupid of me. How could I have even thought about asking her to go see Maya one last time? Neither of them would have appreciated having me butt into their affairs over such a shallow sentiment. Even though she's been reassigned, Lieutenant Tsukuyomi is still just as concerned about Maya as ever. But from now on, she just has to resist the urge to be protective. Even after all the progress I've made, I still can't hold a candle to that kind of resolve that those two have. Man, this sucks. There's no way I'll ever be a guiding light for Maya at this rate. And I'm not doing much better with Sumika either. I haven't been thinking at all about what she wants. That's why I can't handle things the way Lieutenant Tsukuyomi does. Whether Sumika wants me to or not, my feelings for her will never change. I just need to keep on supporting her the way I have been this entire time. But I can't reliably do that until I start being more considerate of her feelings. It's probably going to be hard, especially given how oblivious I was to her feelings back in my world. But that's what I gotta do. Besides, I swore I was going to make everything up to her, didn't I? If I just forced my feelings onto her, it'd be no different than trying to force Maya and Lieutenant Tsukuyomi to meet again. And let's not forget that this isn't just a problem for me either. I mean, sure, now that Sumika's gotten to a reasonable level of stability, she could theoretically perform her duties as the 00 unit without me even being around. But should we really be banking on that? If this keeps up, it's entirely possible that my very existence will be enough of a distraction to completely throw off her flow in the next operation. If we can't clear the air between us soon, this could cause some serious problems for everyone. Lieutenant Tsukuyomi, thank you so much. Thank you. Talking with you really helped me come back to my senses. In fact, I can't help but wonder if maybe the captain was responsible for bringing Lieutenant Tsukuyomi here to guide me. Maybe. That's a nice way to think about it too.
やっぱり実験集はいいね。
でも最初ペダルのタッチに違和感を感じましたよ。
なんかそれわかるわ。3日も戦術機に乗らないことなんてここ最近なかったからね。
Sorry guys, I gotta go.
タケル。
Go ahead and eat without me. Finally done with training. I've been so anxious about how to handle this drama with Sumika, I couldn't concentrate at all. I did get better simulator results than yesterday though, and thankfully didn't make any embarrassing mistakes during field training. Which is good. I can't neglect my training, or I'll be letting my personal feelings mess things up for the rest of the unit. We got out of the simulator, Sumika wouldn't even make eye contact with me. She also turned down class rep's lunch invitation saying she had to go visit Yuko-sensei, though I'm guessing she really just didn't want to be around me any longer. But considering that's a relatively normal thing for her to do, the others probably thought nothing of it. Even Maya didn't raise an eyebrow despite everything we talked about yesterday. Alright. Gotta go find Sumika and try to clear the air after what happened yesterday. Whether she rejects me or not, I have to make sure it doesn't interfere with the mission. That much is for certain. But even so, I can't keep these feelings bottled up forever. I need to get this off my chest. I've been trying as hard as I can to see things from Sumika's perspective. I was up all night trying to decipher everything she said yesterday. While it's possible that she's just dancing around the real issue to let me down easy, there's no way for me to figure out what else she might be hiding. So I'm choosing to take her at her word. She said it's not about the pornographic memories, and it's not because she fell in love with someone else. But nonetheless, she can't return my feelings. And after a lot of internal deliberation, I think I might just have an idea as to why that might be. Which is why I've got to talk to her again and get everything out on the table. Sumika, it's me. You there? Looks like she isn't back yet. In which case, maybe she's in the simulator room. Damn it, Sumika, where the heck did you run off to? She's not in the simulator room or the PX, and she's not down the restricted area either. And neither was Yuko-sensei for that matter. Maybe I should swing by her room again. It's been over an hour since I was last there, so maybe she's back by now. Oh, Kasumi. Hey, have you seen Sumika?
少し前には地下にいました。
In Sensei's office? Do you think she'd still be there now?
1時間ぐらい前です。
Dang then, I must have just missed her. Ugh, I knew I shouldn't have taken such a long shower. Do you have any idea where she might be now?
いつもなら部屋に戻ると思います。
Sweet, thanks.
でも今部屋にはいません。
How do you know? Oh, right, you're tracking her position, huh?
はい。
Then tell me where she is, I need to know. Huh? What's the matter, Kasumi? You're not gonna tell me?
スミカさんに会ってどうするんですか？
What?
教えてください。
I mean, I don't mind telling you, but why do you ask? Besides, can't you just read my mind if you're curious of what my intentions are?
私はもうあなたとスミカさんのそういう心には立ち入りません。
Ah, okay. Wow. Growth? Huh?
そう決めたんです。許可ももらいました。
Wait, so Yuko-sensei doesn't think it's necessary anymore.
はい。
But doesn't that mean Tamika's no longer under surveillance? They don't even need to keep an eye on her anymore. I mean, it certainly sounds that way. Wait, why do I care? That has no effect on me or what I need to do right now. I'm not acting on orders here or doing this for anyone else's benefit. This is my problem and mine alone. Alright, Kasumi, the truth is, I confessed my feelings to Tamika yesterday. To be honest, it was pretty pathetic. I only did it after she'd already made me take back my Christmas present. That's when I realized that I'd never really expressed my feelings for her in this world, and so I just sort of went for it. But she turned me down, actually. No, that's putting it mildly. It was more like a flat-out rejection. I figured that if I just laid out my emotions on the table, things would work out, but I never really considered how she might feel about things. And I just wanted to tell her that I understand that now, partly because I don't want it to affect our ability to carry out our duties, but also because I want to set things right. That's all I need to talk to her about. I'll go find her myself though. It's my problem, and I shouldn't have asked you to solve it for me. That wasn't cool. Sorry. Man, I got a lot to learn from you too. You're making an effort to change yourself for the better too. I seriously respect that. Well, guess I better get going. I highly doubt she went off base, so I'm sure I'll find her eventually. Later.
待ってください。
What's up?
スミカさんはあの丘にいます。
Huh?
前にあなたが連れて行ってくれたあの丘にいます。
Kasumi.
あの丘でスミカさんは一人で苦しんでいます。悲しみに押しつぶされそうになっています。
Damn, I didn't realize I pushed her that far.
お願いです。
Hmm?
スミカさんを助けてあげてください。
Kasumi.
お願いします。
I will. Don't worry. We're gonna talk this out, and I'll make sure she knows that there's no need for her to feel all anguish about what happened. Thanks, Kasumi. Really. Tamika.
たけるちゃん。
What are you doing up here? I mean, it's too dark out to enjoy the view. What gives?
なんでもないよ。
Wait, Tamika. We need to talk.
話なんか別にないよ。
Okay, then how about I talk and you just listen?
聞きたくない。
I know, but this would be the last time, I promise. So please just hear me out. Please.
わかった。
Thanks. I'll make this quick. First of all, I think I owe you an apology. I kept trying to force you to explain why you wouldn't accept my present, without even trying to figure it out for myself. And as far as rejecting me goes, don't worry about it. I didn't come here to try and change your mind. I care about you a lot, obviously. It's important to me that you and I can get along. Of course, it's also really important for the sake of humanity as a whole, so I wanted to clear the air and make sure things won't get too awkward between us for you to carry out your duties. I need to make sure you know exactly where I'm coming from, both for my own sake and for everyone else's. In my own world, I spent years mooching off your kindness, and when I ran back there, I leaned on your strength. My whole life, I've always just taken advantage of you. I took you and all of the things you did for me for granted. I guess I felt like being your childhood friend just entitled me to all of it. And it wasn't just you, of course. I thought the peace, freedom, and prosperity I enjoyed were all God-given rights, not privileges. It wasn't until I got dumped into this world that I started to realize just how stupid and spoiled I really was. Only after losing everything I ever cared about and learning to live in this hellhole did I finally understand just how incredibly fortunate I've been. I realized that I have to earn all the things I wanted with my own blood and sweat and tears. But for all my newfound maturity, I still let myself cling to the comforting delusion that you just didn't exist in this world. I didn't even try to find out for myself if you'd ever existed here. I just let Yuko-sensei tell me what I wanted to hear. I told myself I understood reality, but I never went looking for the truth. It wasn't until I came to this timeline that I finally woke up. Watching and listening to the people around me, I realized how foolish I'd been. But I still ran back home to my world, hurting you and Marimo-chan in the process. I made a complete mess of everything. Only then, when I'd screwed up in the worst possible way, did it finally hit home that there was nowhere left to run. I don't want to keep running away from my mistakes anymore. In fact, I can tell you right now that I won't. It's a vicious cycle, and I'm going to do everything I can to break out of it. So yeah, I know, I screwed up yesterday, but I'm going to own up to that, and do my best to ensure it never happens again. I know that was a long lead-in, but I wanted to give you an idea of where I'm coming from. See, what I was trying to do yesterday was express my emotions to you in no uncertain terms, kind of like what you'd done for me in the other worlds. But in retrospect, I can see that I wasn't really taking your feelings into consideration. I spent a long time last night thinking about what you'd said. And I trust that you were being honest with me. I don't suspect of you lying to me or making excuses to try and dance around the real issue. Even if you were, I've still decided to take you at your word, so there's no point dwelling on it. For all I know, those assumptions might be wrong. But I try my best to figure this out for myself. I'm not going to demand that you tell me the real reason or anything. I've been really insensitive. By saying that I still loved you as much as I loved any other Sumika, I was putting a lot of pressure on you. It was totally ridiculous of me to assume that you'd reciprocate those feelings just because you inherited the memories of the other Sumikas who loved me. But yesterday, it finally dawned on me. I'm not the Takeru you're looking for. I'm just an imposter. And I should have realized that a lot sooner. I'm really sorry. I feel like I completely disrespected your feelings. No matter how closely we want to resemble one another, I can never replace him. This entire time, I convinced myself that I was the only real Takeru. It's pretty messed up when you think about it. It's like I've been totally disregarding the other Sumikas I've loved. Both the one I grew up with, who always believed in and supported me, and the one whose shoulder I cried on, whose entire life I ruined by being a causality conductor. I really am a pretty lousy human being. I think that somewhere deep down, I was trying to forget how much it hurt to lose them. I was using you to fill the void they left in my heart. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I was just running away again, just looking for someone else to lean on. Damn it. Damn it. God damn it. Forgive me. You've got to forgive me, Tamika. I know I've hurt you in ways I can't even imagine. And I'm so sorry.
違うよ。タケルちゃんはどこの世界にいてもタケルちゃんだよ。
Huh?
私こそ許して。
For what?
タケルちゃんのこと絶対忘れないって約束したのに忘れちゃった。
Tamika.
だから罰が当たっちゃったんだよ。私自業自得なんだから気にしないで。
That's not true. You didn't deserve that horrible accident. It was all my fault for bringing this world's causality into that one.
違わないよ。
Tamika.
おかしいよタケルちゃん。気持ちは嬉しいけど考えすぎだよ。
How am I being ridiculous? What am I overthinking?
私の気持ちとか偽物とか考えすぎだよ。
Huh?
そんなこと言ったら偽物は私の方だよ。
Tamika?
私は00ユニットなんだよ。私は人間じゃないんだよ。こんな風に悲しんだり笑ったりしてるけど全部真似事なんだよ。
Tamika, stop.
機械と同じなんだよ。作り物なの。
I don't believe that because she was feeling every emotion that she was going through. Knock it off.
それなのに愛してるとか踏みにじったとかバカみたいだよ。
But I mean it.
違わない。
What, you think I'm lying to you? Alright, fine. Go ahead and read my mind. That'll prove it.
いい。見ない。
But why? Wouldn't that be the fastest way to settle this?
任務でもないのに人の心を覗いてまで問題を解決したいなんて思わないから。
Ugh. Damn it, why do I keep putting my foot in my mouth? You're right. That was a stupid thing to say, but I still want you to understand how I feel.
もう仕方ないな。
Fine what?
わかったよ。私がサンタウサギを受け取れない理由教えてあげる。
Huh?
ごめんね。今の私は00ユニットの使命の方が大事なんだよ。
Of course, I know that.
分かってないよ。はっきり言うけどそういうタケルちゃんが鬱陶しいの。
Why do I get the feeling you're just trying to push me away for whatever other reasons going on in your head? Huh?
こっちは任務に集中したいのに愛だの恋だの言ってくるからさ。
If you really mean that, then why do you seem so torn up about this?
作り物相手に真剣になってるタケルちゃん哀れすぎて見ていて辛いんだよ。
Oh, come on.
だから本当の理由は言いたくなかったのに。
Come on, Tamika. You can't be serious.
ごめんね。でもタケルちゃんがしつこいからいけないんだよ。
Okay. Alright. You want to play that game? Fine.
もう分かったでしょ。でもさ、お互い言いたいこと言ってすっきりしたんだからさ、もういいじゃない。ね。
Yeah. God, I'm such a fool. And here I told myself I'd accept any answer she might give me. I basically got what I wanted, didn't I? This is how it should be.
ああ、そうだ。後で副司令から聞くと思うけど。
What?
タケルちゃん、A01 部隊、クビになるよ。
What? But why?
もう細かいところまで副司令と直接話してるから。タケルちゃんを挟まなくても大丈夫になったからだよ。
Oh, I know what you're... Really, Sumika? God. Huh?
しかも今のタケルちゃんは私の任務をやりにくくしているんだよ。エッチなイメージ見せたりしてさ、やらしい。
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
だから今日副司令に頼んだんだ。いちいち鬱陶しくて邪魔なんですって。
You did?
でも安心していいよ。タケルちゃんは特殊な存在だから外に放り出せないでしょ。エクセム3開発の貢献を考慮して副司令が雑用として使ってくれるって。だから食には困らないよ。だけどもセキュリティパスは没収されるから部隊には近寄れないと思う。まあ兵士じゃなくなるんだから当然だよね。あー、すっきりした。これを言えないことが後ろめたかったんだよね。これで明日から何のモヤモヤもなく任務に集中できるぞ。
Yeah. Good for you.
じゃあ私行くね。
Okay.
あ、そうだ。
What? Did you forget something else?
タケルちゃん、
Yeah?
今までありがとうございました。
What? Where's this coming from?
タケルちゃんが私に真剣に向き合ってくれたおかげでここまで立ち直れたのは事実だから、お礼はちゃんと言いたかったの。
I see.
じゃあね。
Yeah.
バイバイ。
You goddamn liar. Damn it, my mind's gone blank. I can't think of anything no matter how hard I try. Bye-bye, huh? So, I guess that's it then. I don't know what just happened, but there's one thing that's been made crystal clear. My time with Sumika and all the others is over. No, it isn't. Don't fall for that. And what's more, I'll never be able to get rid of whatever made me a causality conductor. I won't be able to fix the other timeline before it's too late. Not if I have to wait for the next loop. It's all over. Nah, man, don't let her get in your head. Don't let her get in your head. I don't feel like going back to my room. I keep trying to think about what comes next, how I should handle this, but nothing's coming to me. It feels like time just slowed to a crawl. It hasn't even been 10 minutes since she left, but I could swear I've been sitting here for hours.
やはりな。
Maya,
どうした？ため息などつきよって。
I'm the one who should be asking questions here. Don't sneak up on me like that.
なんだ？私の足音に気づかなかったのか。まったく。軍人として恥ずかしくないのか。
Why do I have a feeling she overheard that conversation? Right, guess I must have been spacing out. Not Maya's fault. So, what brings you up here? Can't imagine you just wanted to take in the view.
グラウンドを走っていたら鏡が歩いてきたのが見えたのでな。もしやと思って様子を見に来たのだ。
Oh, right. Your nightly workout routine. Man, why does it feel like you're always coming to find me?
なんだ、人のせいにしよって。この時間にこの場所を使うのをやめればよいのだ。
Yeah, you're probably right. Well, don't worry. You'll never have to come looking for me again. I'm never gonna come up here with Tamika again. And of course, I'm not even gonna be a member of the A01 anymore.
差し出がましいのは承知の上で聞くが。
Go ahead. Take a wild guess.
やはり、鏡とそなたに何かあったのだな。
Yeah, I got rejected. Hard.
何？
It was pretty shitty. I was being a total idiot. Man, I can't believe what an arrogant prick I was.
どういうことだ？
Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself. I'm not trying to vent at you or anything.
いや、私が言いたかったのはそのようなことではない。
Oh, okay.
だが、そなたが少しでも楽になるというのであれば、愚痴であっても喜んで付き合うぞ。
No, it's fine. I wouldn't want to impose. It's just pathetically stupid is all. Talking about it would probably only make us feel both worse. Well, basically, after she turned me down yesterday, I tried my best to come to terms with it. I didn't want it to completely ruin our relationship, you know? So I met with her again today to tell her not to worry about it, that I was the one in the wrong, and that there was no hard feelings. But it completely backfired on me. Apparently, I was really starting to get on her nerves, and she made that painfully clear to me. She'd been hiding it from me because she didn't want to hurt my feelings. But I pushed her over the edge and forced her to say it. She was completely fed up with me by that point. Not that I blame her, really, but yeah, she said it was a huge relief to finally get it off her chest. Maybe that's why she perked up a bit at the end. She got all cheery and thanked me for everything I'd done for her. Ah, damn it, look at me, running my mouth after I said I wouldn't. Just goes to show how much of a loser I am.
やはりどうも腑に落ちんな。
What makes you say that?
鏡はそなたを袖にしてすっきりしたと申したのであろう。
Yeah, that's right.
うん。
Well, what is it?
先ほどグラウンドで鏡を見たと申したであろう。
She was crying, right? Uh-huh.
鏡は歩きながら声を殺して泣いておったのだぞ。
Ah, well, surprise, surprise. She didn't mean any of that. Huh? Tamika was crying? Nah, that can't be. You sure you weren't just seeing things?
いや、泣いているのを見たのは2メートルほどの距離だ。見間違えようがない。
2 meters?
私は最初に鏡を見つけたとき、昨日のそなたとの約束に従い、あの者と個人的な交流を持とうと思い立ったのだ。
Huh.
大方、この場所でそなたと会っていたのであろうと思い、躊躇したのだが、2人で話すにはちょうど良い機会だと思ってな。
Maya, you're such a saint, I swear. You took the first chance you got to work with her.
何を話そうなどとあれこれ考えているうちに、鏡は私が立っているすぐそばまでまっすぐ近づいてきたのだ。一向に気づく様子がないので声をかけると、鏡は驚いた様子で私を見たのだ。その顔は涙でひどく濡れておった。目は真っ赤に充血し、鼻は垂れ、ひどいありさまだったぞ。
But why? Why would she be so upset?
私がタオルを差し出そうとすると弊社に走り入ってしまったのだが、私は鏡の様子からそなたがあの者に何かしらしたのだと思い、この丘に様子を見に来たのだ。
Ah, you thought you could admonish me too, huh? I did nothing wrong. Actually, wait a sec. Come to think of it, when did I ever tell Maya about this place?
ところがそなたは鏡に一方的に袖にされたような物言いだ。これが腑に落ちようか。男を袖にしてすっきりしたと申した者が何故声を殺して泣く必要があるのだ。そなたが偽りを申しているのでなければ、鏡の態度には何やら事情がありそうだな。
Another explanation?
何か思い当たる節はないのか。
I mean, not really.
例えば、お互い売り言葉に買い言葉で感情的な言葉をぶつけてしまったとか。
Nah, Maya. Tamika's just trying to pull a freaking cliched move of sacrificing herself, you know, in my stead. Nah, I'm not having that. At least I hope we're not having that.
そのような時には態度や発言に一貫性がなく矛盾があるものだ。冷静に考えれば見えてこよう。
If I was calm enough to pick out a bunch of subtle details, things wouldn't have gone this ugly in the first place.
まあそうだな。では最初と最後というように大きい区切りで考えると良いぞ。
I mean, easier said than done.
まあそれも一つの方法論でしかないが。だが鏡の態度は最後だけを見ても明らかに矛盾がある。鏡の泣きようはただごとではなかった。よほど辛い思いをしたと見るのが自然であろう。これはあくまで試験だが、話を聞く限り心にもないことを言わざるを得なかったからではないのか。そなたは鏡の幼なじみなのであろう。
Yeah, we are.
鏡の人となりや日頃の立ち振る舞いをよく思い出してみるがよい。今日の気になったことの一つ一つをそれに当てはめて考えてみるがよい。違和感のある言動はどのような考えであればそのものがそのような行動をとるのかということを想像してみるのだ。さすればおぼろげながらそのものの真意が見えてこよう。相手をよく知れば知る者ほどその真意により近いものが見えるはずだ。それを実践できていない私が言うのもなんなのだがな。
Don't be so hard on yourself. I think you're great at reading people.
だとよいがな。
You know, come to think of it, if she didn't have any problems going behind my back to have me kicked out of the unit, then it does seem strange that she'd go out of her way to tell me all that stuff, especially if it was stressful enough to make her cry. I'd already come to terms with the fact that I'd been rejected. I said I knew I was in the wrong, and she could have easily left it at that, so it gives. I mean, she made a point of denying it had anything to do with me, and even asked me to forgive her for what happened the other timeline. Why would she bother saying things like that if she was just going to turn around and tell me it was all my fault for being a pest? I mean, if she was that intent on concealing the truth, then why did she just lie to me yesterday? She could have easily said she found another man, or that she was disgusted by that sexual image that flashed through my mind. You know what? You're right. There are too many things here that just don't add up.
ではそれを本人に尋ねてみるがよいぞ。関係を修復する気があるのであればだが。
I think that's the wrong way to go. If she's not telling you anything now, she's not going to tell you, if you talk to her again. In fact, she might outright ignore you this time. She is trying her damnedest to actually try and save Takuru's life. That's the thing. Yeah, I probably should. And if what Tsumika said was true, I'm not going to have security clearance for much longer. I better act fast. Thanks, Maya. I'm going to go talk to Tsumika again.
そうか。そうするがよいぞ。
And besides, it's not like I have anything left to lose, right?
それでこそ颯爽たるタケルだ。
Is that sarcasm?
心してかかるがよい。鏡は頑固そうだ。
Got it. Guess I better get going. See ya. Ah, my guiding light. Tsumika, I don't care if you think I'm being a pest. This is one issue I can't just drop, or else I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Sorry if that annoys you, but these are the captain's orders, and I promised her that I'd do everything in my power to make it up for all the years I kept you waiting.
言ったか。まったく世話の焼ける男だ。
Well, I mean, you're the one that's following me around, so you're kind of asking for it. Tsumika, it's me. Open up. Tsumi. Kasumi? Why are you crying?
大丈夫です。
Hey, Kasumi. What happened? Tsumika, what the hell's going on?
タケルちゃん、私の部屋だよ。勝手に入ってこないでよ。
Right, my bad. But seriously, what happened with Kasumi?
ああ、かすみちゃんは副司令のところに行くって。
And you expect me to believe that? She was crying, dude. I've only ever seen Kasumi cry once. Which means something seriously awful must have happened.
そうかな。気のせいだよ。
Ah, you said some hurtful things to her too, didn't you? Dude, quit lying. What happened here?
嘘なんかついてないよ。何にもないよ。疑うなら、かすみちゃんに聞きに行けばいいでしょ。
Well, I would if she wasn't so damn distraught.
だいたい嘘つきはタケルちゃんだよ。さっきの話が最後だって言ったじゃない。
It was the last one. On that particular subject, this is a totally different issue. Something's definitely not right about her. It's not like her mind's destabilizing or anything, but something still feels off. I can at least be sure it's not a personality malfunction. Yuko-sensei would come running if it were something that severe, and I'm sure Kasumi would have pointed it out.
で、要は何？
I'm here to tell you I'm not going anywhere. Mia was right. Now that I get a good look at her, I can see that her eyes are pretty red and swollen. She's definitely been crying. Just more proof of how eerily lifelike the 00 unit's body is, I guess.
用がないなら自分の部屋に戻りなよ。
Okay, fine. We can talk about Kasumi later. There's something else I need to ask you first.
聞きたいことって何？さっきの話ならもう何も喋ることはないよ。
Let's go somewhere else. I don't want anyone else to hear this.
いいよ。その代わり
What?
これが本当に最後だからね。
Alright. Okay, this seems like a good spot.
またここなんだ。
Just humor me. I won't be bothering you again after this anyway.
で、人に聞かれたくない話って何？
You're still hiding something, aren't you?
は？何言ってんの？隠すことなんてないよ。
Like I've already said multiple times, I'm okay with being rejected. I totally understand how important the mission is to you.
だったらいいじゃん。何疑ってんのさ。
Man, this is exactly how she used to deflect back in my world, which means I was right. It's clearly not a personality malfunction. I've been saying this since the start of our last conversation, right?
そうだね。
And I didn't beg you to stay with me or try to convince you to change your mind, did I?
うん。
And from what I can tell, as long as I give up on you and you don't have to see me anymore, you'd be satisfied, right?
まあね。
I mean, you'd already talked to Yuko-sensei and made arrangements to prevent me from interacting with you before our conversation even began, right?
そうだよ。
So my question is, why did you bother saying anything? You could have just let me say my piece and been done with it. I mean, it doesn't make sense. If you hadn't said anything, I would have given up right then and there. And then it would have only been a matter of time before I got kicked out of the unit. When I called myself an imposter and said I was just using you to fill the void in my heart and that I was disrespecting your feelings, you went out of your way to refute all that. And I just don't get why.
それはたけるちゃんがあまりにかわいそうだからつい慰めで。
But if you really felt sorry for me, why would you then proceed to tell me you're going behind my back to get me kicked out of the unit? Wouldn't it be less cruel to just leave that little detail out?
それは人によると思うよ。
Sure, maybe. But I know you too well for this. You're not the type to twist a knife like that. The Samika I know would never lift someone up just to knock them right back down again. Not without a damn good reason. You're not the kind of person who'd mess with people that way just because you don't like them.
たけるちゃんの知っている私は別の世界の私だからね。この世界の私はそうなの。
Oh yeah? Then why did you apologize on your other self's behalf for forgetting me over there?
それはあっちの世界の私はたけるちゃんが好きだったから。
Didn't stop you from turning around, cutting me down to size. Sorry, I just don't get the logic there.
たけるちゃんは女の子の気持ちとかに鈍感だから、そういうの分からなくて当然だよ。
You're right, I am pretty clueless, which is why I'm asking you to help me understand. Come on, just tell me. Walk me through your reasoning here. If you can at least help me understand that, we can go back to our rooms in no time.
それは
It's what?
私が00ユニットだから。
Okay, I don't follow. Could you elaborate a little?
ごめんね。私人間じゃないから、たけるちゃんから見れば少し変なんだよ。冷酷な機械と同じ。持ち上げたり叩き落としたりできるのは00ユニットだから。
Sorry, but I'm not buying that.
何が？
If you're just a heartless machine, then why were you choking back tears after you left me earlier? That got to her.
さっきも言ったでしょ。そんなの作り物なんだって。泣いたり笑ったりしているのはそう見えるように再現されてるだけなんだよ。 ないコンピューターなんだから、そのくらいコントロールするのは簡単なんだよ。
Yeah, I already know you're not human. But what the hell does that have to do with anything? If you're so state-of-the-art, then why the hell did I see right through you? If you can control your emotions at the flip of a switch, then why let yourself cry in the first place? Seriously, dude. Some supercomputer you are can't even tell a lie to save your life.
嘘なんかじゃないよ。タケルちゃんがバカだから理解できないんだよ。
See, look at that. Those are emotions you're feeling right now. You're frustrated. Okay then, well, why don't you dumb it down for me? I mean, you're the all-powerful 00 unit, right? If you can emulate human emotions with pinpoint precision, then this ought to be a total cinch.
楽勝だよそんなの。私は00ユニットだからね。
Then why can't you give me a logical explanation for this? Why didn't you construct some perfect lie from the get-go?
それは
I'll tell you why. It's because you're not a damn computer. You're just a normal human being. I don't care if your body's artificial. You're still Sumika on the inside, and no one can ever take that away from you.
私は00ユニットだよ。それ以上でも以下でもないの。
Excuse me?
任務が最優先なの。私はそのために作られたの。そんなこともわからないなんて本当にバカなんじゃないの。しかもタケルちゃんは振られたんだから、私とはもう関係ないんだよ。そういうところが鬱陶しいって言ったでしょ。
Would you quit trying to hide behind the goddamn mission? I don't care if you're the 00 unit. You've got no right to be lecturing me about that shit. Who in their right mind would have their Storm Vanguard 1 thrown out when the squadron's already short on members? You call that prioritizing the mission? I don't care how powerful you are. You can't do this all on your own, even if you can see the future. There's no way in hell you can endure all that hardship and shoulder all the guilt along the way. You can't save the world by yourself. You're gonna need a ton of help from other people whether you like them or not. If the mission is what matters most to you, then you should be using every soldier you can get. So what's the deal? Honestly, when you turned me down, it felt like the end of the world to me, and I still love you, damn it. But I'm not gonna let this prevent me from doing my part for the mission, even if I do get demoted.
それが迷惑なの。
Look, a mission's a mission. I'm not gonna try to force my feelings onto you, and I'm not gonna sit around waiting for you to change your mind. But it's up to me how I feel about you. You can never take that away from me.
バカみたい。そういうの気持ち悪いよ。
Yeah, well, maybe I am. But if the mission's really what matters most to you, then you should think before saying shit that might compromise it. If you had just piped down and let me say my piece, none of this would have happened. That's what I just don't get. You can definitely be a doofus sometimes, but you're not the type to just blatantly contradict yourself like this.
これはあくまで試験だが、話を聞く限り心にもないことを言わざるを得なかったからではないのか。鏡の人となりや日頃の立ち振る舞いをよく思い出してみるがよい。違和感のある言動はどのような考えであればそのものがそのような行動をとるのかということを想像してみるのだ。
Compared with what I've come to expect from her, okay, let's think about how she acted back in my world.
もういいよ。こんなのいいんだよ。
Huh?
私たちもう昔には戻れないんだよ。分かってる？私タケルちゃんなんか顔も見たくないよ。
That's it. I remember now. I've seen Sumika act like this before. She tries to throw out all these half-ass excuses to cover up how she really feels. I'm not putting up with any more of this crap. Quit pretending this about the mission. I'm not buying the act.
ごまかしてないよ。
You can't get by in life if your only source of motivation is some vague abstract shit like that. Just like on the battlefield, you need something more concrete. Something more personal to get you through the day. Or else you're just setting yourself up to fail. What happens when the beta are gone and you don't have to fight anymore? What the hell are you gonna give up going to live for then? You call yourself a state-of-the-art computer, but you haven't even calculated that far ahead? I've said it before and I'll say it again. You'll always be Sumika no matter what your body's made of. At the end of the day, you're still Sumika on the inside. And I'm perfect for you, goddammit.
言ってることがさっきと違う。
You think I give a shit? What, I'm not allowed to contradict myself, but you totally can? Well, I've got news for you. That just goes to show how human you really are. I don't care if you're artificial. I don't care if you're the Zero unit. I'll always love you no matter what. And I'm the only one who can make you happy.
本当かな。
Huh?
タケルちゃんは本当にそれでいいのかな。
Of course I am.
本当の私を知っても同じことが言えるのかな。
Well, I'll admit that I don't know everything there is to know about you. But I can promise that I'll accept you exactly as you are. That includes both the good and the bad, as well as everything you've ever gone through.
本当に。
Yeah, I do.
じゃあ見せてあげるよ。
Alright, go ahead.
本当の私を見せてあげる。
Whatever's on your mind right now, I don't care. No matter what you're about to tell me, I'll still accept you with open arms. Huh? Wait. She can still project? Oh, right. We only put a limit on her mind reading ability. Wow, this is way more vivid than when Kasumi did it. This is incredible. Tamika's powers are on a completely different level than Kasumi's. It's like she has control all over my senses. Like I've been taken from my body and I'm floating in space.
タケルちゃん、
Tamika!
教えてあげる。何があったか教えてあげる。
Go ahead. Won't make a difference to me.
本当の私を見せてあげる。
This is...
ここはね、横浜ハイブの地下。
Huh? This is what it looked like?
そう。ちょうど副司令の部屋があるあたりだよ。
So it's around floor B19. I guess they must have built it on top of all this. Since they did say they built around the beta facilities and left them mostly intact.
私はここにいたんだ。ずっと一人で。これが私だよ。
Yeah, I remember.
私、データに捕まってこんな姿にされちゃったんだ。
I know. Sensei told me.
こんな姿にされたら悲しいよね。辛いよね。
Yeah, for sure.
でもね、私は違ったんだ。
Huh?
一緒に捕まった大勢の人たちはみんな怯えてた。いつ殺されるのか、この先どうなるのかって。どんどん人が連れて行かれて、私もすごく怖かった。だけどタケルちゃんが一緒だったから私平気だった。
Huh? You mean the other me got captured by the beta too?
そうだよ。それでもタケルちゃん、大丈夫だ、俺が守るからって励ましてくれた。
I'm gonna take a stab here and say that she killed the other me.
だから私すごく安心していられたんだよ。でも最初は100人以上いた人たちが私たちだけになって。
Wow, what are the odds?
私が連れて行かれそうになった時、タケルちゃんが私を守ろうとして、あいつらに。
Oh, okay. They bit my head?
バラバラに引き裂かれて食べられちゃったんだ。
Oh, they were worse. Okay. They ate me? Wait, could that explain it? Is that why I had a traumatic flashbacks about the soldier class? Was that memory the original source of my PTSD? But damn, sounds like I had some balls in this world. Taking on the beta barehanded to protect Sumika? Not half bad.
私もう悲鳴も出なくて、頭の中真っ白になって、抵抗も何もできなくなって、タケルちゃんを食べたやつに連れて行かれてるのにぼーっとしちゃって。
Hey, I was the same way with Sergeant Jinguji. It's a totally normal response to shit like that.
本当にそう思う？
Yeah, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
そうかな。
What the fuck is this?
これも仕方ないことなの、タケルちゃん。
I don't like what this is implying.
ねえ、見えてる？タケルちゃん。
Nah.
目をそらさないで、しっかり見てよ、タケルちゃん。
Alright. I'm watching.
裸にされて、変な駅につけられて、自由を奪われて、気がついたらこんなことされてた。おかしいんだよ。それまで頭の中はタケルちゃんが死んじゃったことでいっぱいだったのに、変な駅につけられたら悲しみも恐怖もなくなっちゃったんだよ。ベータや変な装置を見ても何も思わなくなっちゃったんだよ。ああ、そこにそういうものがあるなってくらいにしか思わなくなっちゃった。それでもね、最初はちゃんと嫌だったんだ。でもその感覚って人に裸を見られるのは恥ずかしくて嫌だっていう程度で、ベータにひどいことをされているっていうそこまでのものじゃなかったの。そしてそれも最初のうちだけ。そのうち心臓がドキドキしてきて、なんかすごく気持ちよくなってきちゃったんだ。こんなこと言ってるけど、心は逆のこと考えてたんだ。もうやめてほしくないって思った。
I was really hoping he wouldn't go down this route. I really was. God, really?
私が声を上げるのを確かめるみたいに体中を撫で回して、どこがいいのか調べてるみたいだったよ。一番気持ちいいところを探すみたいに。たくさんどうしてそんなことをされてるのか全然わからなかった。だから気持ちよかったけど、やっぱり怖いとは思ってた。なんていうのかな、怖いっていう感覚はもうなかったけど、怖がらなくちゃいけないことを体が覚えてるっていうか。だから最初はいっぱい抵抗したんだよ。やだよやだよって、やめてって何度もお願いしたんだよ。けどそんなこと言いながら気持ちよくて、もっとしてほしいって思ってて、そう望めばベータはその通りに、それ以上のことをしてくれた。死んじゃうからやめてって思うぐらい。気持ちよさも強すぎると拷問みたいなものだよね。